I'm Portia Madrid for Southern Fried Marketing, Dallas Weekly, DallasWeekly.com, We Live TV, North Texas Media Group. We have AV from Compton to Dallas out here doing his thing. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. It's good to see you out here. A lot of people are nervous when they sit down with me, so I prepared a little game, a little icebreaker to make sure you're not nervous. And I heard you're a lyricist.
Yeah.
You pride yourself on that. So it's called Lyricist or Nah, where I'm gonna drop a couple of artist names, and if you think they're a lyricist, agree with it. If you think say or nah. Okay. First up is Drake.
Lyricist.
Migos.
Or nah.
Lil Wayne.
Both.
Macklemore.
Lyricist.
K-Dot.
Lyricist.
Kevin Gates.
Lyricist.
J. Cole.
Lyricist.
Lil Boosie.
Lyricist.
Pitbull.
Or nah.
Nicki Minaj.
Lyricist.
Young Thug.
Lyricist.
Rich Homie.
Can I touch on the Young Thug?
Yes, touch on it.
I think Young Thug is he make hit records and he say the things that you guys want, but I listen to him on a whole nother note. He's a lyricist, so it's kind of toss up between what he's doing right now to be mainstream and what he wants to say.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, how do you feel about the comparisons to Lil Wayne, or the controversy, I should say? A lot of people think he's biting just a little bit.
Nah, it's just, that's his influence. You can't knock a person for his influence.
I mean, they do say
It's just his influence is still alive, but
yeah, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
He has more melodies than Lil Wayne, though.
How you feel about Nicki Minaj?
She looks good in a bikini.
Okay, lyricist or not?
You ask me how I feel. Lyricist.
Okay. And Flow Rider?
Or not.
Okay, now in honor of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion, Lil Scrappy.
Or not.
Young Jock.
Or not.
Okay, well that concludes lyricists or nah. We kind of got a little insight on their musical influences.
But just for the record, everybody's talented. Every artist you name is talented.
Most definitely, or else I wouldn't have even named them.
Most definitely.
Nobody would know
y'all
who
don't
they
hate
are.
me when y'all see this. It's just a question.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about LMKR, the organization that kind of started from several different organizations that forefronted you into the artist that you are now.
Label Me Crack Rated, which has elevated to loyalty, music, knowledge, respect due to us growing. It's basically a platform we built throwing parties when the city wouldn't give us shows. So we started throwing our own parties, got hundreds of people to come out. We started putting on these shows so we can push what we call our rap careers and our singing careers and our producing careers.
Now, AV, is that your real name?
Nah.
How did you come up with that?
I grew up on Compton Ave.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up on Compton Ave. A lot of streets in Compton only got the AV. So I feel like I'm in the streets. I'm a voice of the streets, so we chose AV, Compton Ave.
Okay. Now, you kind of got your fame with creating the genre of music that you created. Kiitos, the name of that, and kind of what that's all about.
Sad music. It's we spin off of jerk. It's basically everybody was jerking at the time. I didn't want to do jerk music, so we came up with a more melodic, similar but slower. So it wouldn't be so fast, but the jerk music is so up tempo. So we just found the middle tempo between the bounce in the south and how fast jerk music was. So it's right in the middle. It's called sag music, and you just two-step to it, groove, and you throw up a hood you from.
Do you two-step?
Yeah, I got a mean two-step.
Oh, can you show us a little something?
Yeah, later.
If
I see a two-step first. You can't do it like that.
Oh no, see, I'm not.
I own this right here. No, nah, we go two-step later. I'm sure.
Okay. Now, would you say your music is kind of the soundtrack to your life since you combine?
Most definitely, yeah.
So how do you combine R&B, hip-hop, jazz, and your life story? How do you take those four components and turn it into your artistry?
Just in general, the street side of my music comes from what I've seen, what I've been through growing up. What we call my R&B sides come from my love for my baby mother, and my love for any woman I've been with. And then as far as my happy music or my fun music, comes from my enjoyments in life. So yeah, of course, everything I'm seeing right now and everything I'm going through, or just even me signing my deal, you're going to hear it in my music. So whatever I'm going through right now is like my soundtrack to my music. So yeah.
Now, speaking of your deal, how long have you been rapping before you got signed?
I've been rapping I've been rapping since I was about 15. So I've been rapping a long time, and I started taking it serious about 6 years ago. So I've been there for 6 years. I actually turned down 3 deals. I've met some big people, and they weren't trying to give me what I wanted, so we turned down some situations. We finally made a home with the Chemist, which is Garnett March. He's a ex-record exec at used to be at Interscope. He played a big part in Interscope, and he started something called the Chemist, which features Mila J and Anthony Lewis, which are my label mates. Mila J is Janae Aiko's sister, and I'm the first rapper to forefront the label. So that's basically I am with Snoop Dogg was the Death Row, with Biggie was the Bad Boy at the time. So I get to push my own little situation on hip hop end. We're part of the Chemist, which will be the hottest label to be a part of the next year or so.
Okay, speaking of, since you name dropped a little bit, how do you feel being compared to Dre, Eazy-E, and Ice Cube, kind of bringing the new flavor, bringing the flavor back to the West Coast? How do you feel, or what type of pressure does that put on you to produce something that's hot?
I feel honored, but on another note, I'm AV, so I'm pushing something different. We all on the same guidelines of Compton, but I'm pitching new age Compton. You know, a lot of things change. And you know, same thing when things were changing for them, you heard it in their music. So, you know, honored to be mentioned with Dre and Eazy and DJ Quick, which is my boy. I know Quick. And I'm just pushing something totally different, a whole new Compton, and we come to show what's going on now.
Would you say Kendrick Lamar is a part of the whole new Compton?
Yeah, most definitely. Like you can see the difference in Kendrick's music than Dre's music. Yeah,
Certainly.
So a lot of things change. Even with Game Bang. Game Bang's completely different than what it was in '97. So.
And how old are you?
It's classified.
No, for you to say it's different than in '97, I was still in elementary school.
Yeah, but I'm saying I watch videos. You know, I'm up on my hip hop, especially West Coast hip hop. So.
Now, you don't drink, you don't smoke. So how does it feel? Because just based off of that, not to mention your music is very positive for the most part, being a role model for kids and young adults.
I'm getting into my role model thing right now because my baby just turned 6, and she kind of knows daddy's a rapper. So I'm watching what I say on my records, and just the elementary kids and all them people that go to school from my community, they know who I am. So why not pitch more positive in my music? And I'm becoming a more positive artist due to the things I'm saying. Like, I'm out here with y'all got good hospitality, I'm gonna take that home. You know what I'm saying? We gotta grow in some type of fashion. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
Now, you write your own music, correct? Okay, what is the process behind from the moment you think of a topic for a song to actually hitting the studio and finishing it?
Depending on what type of beat it is, and just what happened yesterday. Whatever happened yesterday or the day before is what we talking about. So, you know, everything's current and everything's experience, and that's how we step into it. If I had a crazy night with the homies at the club and the beat come on and it sound like a crazy night at the homies at the club, I'm gonna rap about it. If I had a bad night at the homies with the club and the beat sound like that's what we gonna rap about. So everything is just current, man. I try not to rap about other things that people already rapped about. So when I say tomorrow or the day before yesterday, that means so current right now to where it's new. It's like brand spanking new, and I can give it to them.
So ultimately, what's your goal for your future in hip hop?
Man, just to put my belief in another youngster, like people are putting their belief in me. I mean, the game is recycled. It has to continue even after me. So I'm here to make my mark as Compton AV. But then wherever I run across, like I'm telling my producer, if I meet somebody out here that's hot, I'm gonna remember. You know what I mean? And if a situation not popping like mine is, I'm gonna remember he out there, and I'm gonna go find him. Because our job is, even though it's friendly competition, we have to respect one another's talent. So I'll be back, and if I feel like he was hard, of course, and I got a label situation popping, I'm coming to get the best. So.
Well, speaking of, who do you think is holding that torch that's really just keeping hip hop alive? Somebody that you aspire to either be on their level or to surpass them?
Right now? Honestly, nobody. Nobody's putting nobody on.
No, not so much as putting somebody on, but just giving you for that kid that didn't think that they could do it. And
oh, you talking about somebody in another city, like somebody I've been paying attention to?
Or yeah, somebody that makes you, yeah, I'm gonna grind hard so I can be like this person or past that person, the level of success that they have.
Just being honest, who I listen to right now is like Meek Mills or Young Thug.
Okay.
Like they grind just due to the songs they put out and what they're talking about. That's more my lifestyle, what I'm going through. So I tend to listen to them dudes. But yeah, like Meek's struggle is amazing. Like, and I actually grew up watching him on YouTube. You know what I mean? I grew with him. Like we kind of grew up together on YouTube. He don't know that. Shout outs to Meek Mills, Free Meek. But just watching how he was this kid in the hood to this lifestyle that he's living, and he still ain't lost his heart. That's what we have with him, man.
Growing up, who did you just really look towards to give you inspiration, or who influenced you the most?
You talking about musically or just?
Musically, all genres.
Okay, Pac.
Tupac.
I know y'all tired of everybody saying Tupac.
Oh no, I mean,
I say Tupac, and I believe it. Like all you fake Tupac fans, cut it out. My mom loved him. You know what I mean? That's what I grew up listening to, and even to today, like when I'm writing my up-to-date songs, I'll pop in some old Tupac or something. And of course, my Compton rappers like Quick, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Dre, Easy, and that's where I get all my influences from. So.
Well, I really like your mind, and just going over your EPK, what just really got my attention is the quote. I don't know if you came up with this yourself, but what prompted you to believe that an individual can change the village can change the town, and the town can change the nation?
That's my community. You know what I'm saying? Watching these kids from when I used to sleep on my floor in Compton, these kids would knock on my door to ask for my CD, and then one say, "Hey man, check this out, I'll rap though." And I was really sitting on the porch with them and hear their little raps, you know what I mean? They were spitting at the time. So when I'm saying I'm watching me become regular to turn into what they quote unquote call this rap superstar or king of Compton, because that's what they doing right now. And for me to still have my mind state of saying I'm gonna help people as we grow and come up. And that's just what I feel like. That's what I mean by the village. And as you grow, you become a chief or you become a king. Always touch your people. So it starts with myself, it starts with my youngsters, and we're going to take this all the way.
And you do, through LMKR, you do give back to children.
Yeah.
And can you speak a little bit about that?
I do free shows. We do free shows as far as like, we did the Compton Airport, brought out all the kids. We did some charity events. We throw free concerts at the park when they don't shut us down. When they're trying to shut us down, we bring mass people out. And even with that, when they shut us down, man, I popped my trunk. And everything I was selling at the time, I just gave away for free because I felt like I owed them something for coming to support me. So
that's awesome. So what's in the future for AV?
Pushing this Run Me My Money situation, blowing up the chemist. That's my main focus. I feel like a label finally came through and granted my wish. And due to that, if they believe in me like that, I'm gonna show them exactly what they believe in. So we're just gonna blow up the chemist, and the chemist will be your ideal, your new Motown, Death Row, Bad Boy, whatever you want to sign to. That's what the chemist is gonna be when AV's done with.
Can we look out for any features?
Yeah, I got all type of stuff.
Oh well, no, we name drop around here. I need you.
Okay, well, I work with Game.
Okay.
I work with Too Short. I work with E40. I work with Snoop Dogg. I work with the whole DPG. I just sat down and talked to Akon. I mean, 2 Chainz was just in the city. He was bobbing his head to Run Me My Money. I'm gonna approach him. Pretty much anybody that stopped by at BET weekend or to clubs before that know what that Run Me My Money is. If you came to Cali, they playing that thing in every Cali function. You know what it is. So I'm willing to work with anybody.
Well, you heard it here first. Go ahead and give everybody your social media information, how they can get in contact with
You
you.
can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at AVLMKR. And just search all of that Pivs, my mixtape, search AVLMKR or Compton AV, it all pop up. And yeah, man, I got some joints. Check out that new Run Me My Money on iTunes. And,
Getting mad views, and kudos to that, because you hitting it. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. Well, again, I just want to appreciate you and thank you again for stopping by. AVLMKR
I'm in
from
Las Vegas now
Compton.
too, LV. Shout out to Las Vegas. They got my song on the
Oh
radio.
yeah, I seen on YouTube.
Yeah, shout out to
your
Las
show. You
Vegas,
hit
man.
that.
Yeah, so it's all good. I rep the town, man. I came out here to rep with y'all too. I got some good ass people. So.
Well, we appreciate that. From Compton to Dallas, AV, Portia Madrid, Southern Fried Marketing, Dallas Weekly, DallasWeekly.com, We Live TV, North Texas Media Group.